What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today, and today I have a really exciting unboxing for you guys. Today we have one model that I've been super excited to unbox. This is a very special aircraft to me for a variety of reasons, and I think you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about here in just a moment. So I really hope you guys are excited for this. Without any further delay, let's crack into this. So really cool model right here. I'm super excited for this. So let's get this box unboxed. Really excited for this model. I know I've said it like 15 times, but this is a really cool aircraft and very special for a variety of reasons, and it's just got a great purpose and it's really nice. So let me take out the invoice here and we'll get this going. Alrighty, everybody, let me get the packing peanuts out of here slowly because we have a awesome model in here, and that is right here. And that model is the Gemini 200, 1:200 scale, American Airlines Airbus A321 in the Flagship Valor livery. Man, I am so happy to have this. So if you guys don't know, I was beyond fortunate enough and really incredibly lucky to be able to fly this incredible special livery earlier this year from Dallas to Nashville on June 2nd, 2022. And it's just crazy to think that now I have a model of an aircraft that I've flown, a special livery particularly, because of course I do have actually a couple models that I've flown in real life, commercially speaking, American A320, that sort of thing. But having a 1:200 die-cast model of a special livery of aircraft I've been on, truly remarkable, and I'm really excited to dive into this, and I hope you guys are as well. So let me get this camera a little bit more straight here, and let's dive into this because, man, this is special. You guys know the situation, you guys probably know the circumstance, you guys probably know how it would feel to be able to do something like this. Really, well, maybe not, but you guys probably understand how special this is in general. So here we go. Gemini 200 American Airlines billboard titles right here. Here's the aircraft itself. Airbus A321 1:200 scale die-cast aircraft. Item number G2AAL1156. Here is the side of the box. Looks like the styrofoam's coming up a little bit on us, but that's okay. The back, or sorry, top here is the right, and here's this right here. And here is the back of the box, 2022 release, officially licensed by American. Really cool stuff. Love our Gemini 200 boxes. And let's just not waste any further time. So, oh, I guess it's supposed to be magnetic now, which is pretty interesting. This is my first magnetic box, so now these are magnetic. Really smart move, probably. It's probably a little bit more affordable, so really cool stuff. And here is the aircraft itself. So we'll start with getting out the stand. So the stand has a little bit of some sort of something on it. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of these stands anyway, so I probably won't end up using this one. Yeah, that's a lost cause. We're gonna put that back in there because that's not ideal. So you do get a stand with it though if you would like to demonstrate it in that way, so that's really appreciated. And getting into the actual model itself, that's why it wasn't fully put back in, which is unfortunate, but I think they tried, it just wasn't fitting in there very well. But nevertheless, here we go. The 1:200 American A321 Flagship Valor is looking outstanding. Take a look at this, guys. Man, this is absolutely incredible. Alrighty, everybody, and here we have the Gemini 200 1:200 scale American Airlines Airbus A321 in the Medal of Honor Flagship Valor livery. Oh man, this is impressive. Gemini 200 nailed this model. This is such a good looking aircraft, and I am so excited to have this in my collection. What a fantastic looking aircraft. And let's not waste any further time and just jump into this model and really see what it's all about. So let me get you guys zoomed in here. Let's not waste any further time and get into this. So first off, just the size of the 1:200. So cool. I absolutely love it and it looks fantastic. So as you guys can see with this great detail, let's not waste any further time and just jump into this. Here are the cockpit windows, really nice and printed well. They look really cool. Glad to see all that detail here, and they look really nice. So great job right here. You have your inspection panel right here along with the Flagship Valor titles. Love the Flagship Valor titles. I'm so glad to have them on here, and just looks so good. Airbus A321 right here, as you guys can see. Then you have the antenna, really nicely sized. Looks really good right there. L1 boarding door, or I guess the L1 on the A321. What am I thinking? Goodness, not 757 here. And then we have the One World logo right here. Just really nice detail. You can really see all of it there. It looks really cool. All right, here's the American Airlines logo right here. Looks really good. And we also have the nose landing gear right here as well, which actually does pivot on this aircraft, which is really cool. So as you guys can see, it can pivot left and right. So that is a really cool characteristic. I don't believe this is on my other A321, so I'm really glad to see that, and that looks really cool on this model. Here's the American Airlines billboard titles. As you guys can see, they look fantastic, and Gemini did a great job detailing those. So you have the billboard titles, and you also have the inspection panels down here in that red line. So really good detail right there to get that going. You also have the L2 door right here with the One World World logo that looks awesome. And you also have some additional detail throughout here as well. Really nice attention to detail on this model and really makes it worthy of a pickup if you're looking for it. I'm actually not going to move the model. I'm going to move the tripod because the lighting's a little bit better over here. This mold honestly is very impressive. I have that Alaska Neo, but I was not expecting, I think they've made some updates since they made that model because this one looks really, really impressive. Speaking of which, here is this absolutely impressive 3 badges right here. Really good job detailing that on this aircraft. They look so good. So as you guys can see, fantastic detail all around. You also have your 3D beacon right here, which is really nice, easy to fill. Looks really cool on that. That's really nice in general. Here's your IAE 2500 V2500 engine, excuse me. Really nice job on detail, nice and level. I really like it. There's the inside with the fan blade. Really cool. It looks so nice, man. This is fantastic. Look at that slat detail as well. The indentations on the aircraft look so good. So you can see that. Nice, very good job right there. And it looks fantastic. You also have some great flap and speed brake detail there. Really, really cool. You also have, let's see if I can zoom in and see what that says. Probably please do not walk, but I can't really see it on the camera, unfortunately, or I'll show you guys what that says right there. So looks really good. Here's the stunning Flagship Valor Sharklet right here. Let me see if I can get the focus on that. Come on, iPhone. There we go. So as you guys can see, really good detail there on the Flagship Valor. Looks really cool, and I got to see it from the inside. I'll show you guys what view I was in here in a moment, but really cool in general, and it looks fantastic. Here's the Medal of Honor itself. As you guys can see, it has the 6 characteristics: courage, sacrifice, integrity, commitment, patriotism, and citizenship. What I love about these 121 models is it's easy to read details like that. And as you guys can see, very easy to get to see that. And of course, you have what's representing here, everybody in the troops moving out. You get the US flag and representing all 6 of those characteristics. And that's what it takes to get the Medal of Honor. Which, speaking of which, here is the Medal of Honor titles right here. Love the stroke on this. This turned out really nice, and I love the blue color that American chose to utilize on this. November 167, Alpha November, and the fleet number 899. Here is the tail itself. Looks really good. I love the detail on it. The livery choice here is really nice, and it looks great. Also, this model will tilt on its back by itself. You don't have to do it, but it will sit on its back by itself. You also have the antenna, the small one right there. This antenna, a really nice SATCOM box that looks really good, and also the back antenna there too. And you also have the horizontal stabilizers, which are really nice and level, along with some APU detail here in the back, and some really nice detail here to round out the aircraft itself. On the right side of the aircraft, you guys will have some similar details as we can see. We do have the luggage door right here as well. It's kind of hard to see, but you guys can probably see it on the camera. Looks really good right there. The nose cowling also looks great on this side as well. Here's what the right side of the aircraft looks like. I mean, this is spot on. The livery, the color of the gray. It's a... let me see how I want to describe this. The shade itself, like the tint, or not tint, but the shade of gray, in terms of not being too dark, it's definitely not too dark. It's like a different, like, it has like a little bit of what seems like a little bit of a, maybe like a goldish tint a little bit to it, if that makes sense. It's still a fantastic color. I'm not complaining whatsoever. It's just, here, I have a Neo actually right here that I can reference in the 400 scale compared to that. I mean, you guys can probably see here, again, not a huge deal, but you guys might be able to see a little bit of that gold tint if you guys can see what I'm kind of talking about. I don't know what to describe it as. Gold tint's like the best phrase I can use to describe it. Again, it's not a huge deal, but I'm looking on the screen. I can kind of notice a little bit of a tint. Again, it's a very minor nitpick, and it's honestly not even noticeable to a degree, but still, I just thought I would mention that because it is a characteristic. Here's the view of the Sharklet. Once again, looks really good and great detail. You also have the luggage door back there and a really good detail there on that back antenna as well. So that's fantastic, and I'm really glad to get to see that. And also, just look at this thing turning. That's really cool. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, you guys can probably see what I'm talking about. That looks really cool, and it looks fantastic here. All right, let's zoom out, and I'll give you guys some perspectives on the top and bottom if you guys would like to ever get this aircraft or just looking for one like this in general. Here's the top, really cool with the blue. I love the detail in the SATCOM box. Here's the bottom, really nice detail down here. You also have this antenna, which it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be really flat, I'm pretty sure. So that looks really good. Sorry about the focus. Let me see if I can get the focus going in here a little bit. And you also got the detail down here with the 3D beacon along with our landing gear doors. One of the only downsides to this mold, compared to some other Gemini 200s at least, is there's no retractable landing gear, meaning that you can only have them in the down position. But that's not a huge deal for me, as I usually leave all my aircraft with the gears down anyways, but I know some people probably like to display them in various configurations. But it does make the aircraft a little bit more stable in terms of the design and everything, so you can't complain too much with that. And man, that's just, that looks so good. Let me see if I can get the headphone wire out of the way for a minute and just get a picture of that, because that is so nice. That thing in focus. Nothing more to say, man. This is so cool. Let me show you guys where I sat approximately. So it was approximately, let's see, this is gonna be kind of tough. I wish I could like get rid of the fuselage for a few minutes, but it was something like that. If you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, it was in first class from C5F, and you guys probably already know the story a little bit, but I'll briefly tell it if you're new to my channel or anything. So if you guys don't know, like I said, on June 2nd, 2022, I was fortunate enough to get to fly this exact same aircraft, November 167 Alpha November, from the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport to Nashville International Airport. And it was crazy because I was doing a day trip because I wanted to fly the Breeze Airways inaugural service from Nashville to Tulsa at the time. And I was trying to get to Nashville. So what happened was it rained the morning of when I was going from Tulsa to Dallas, where I'm from, Tulsa. So I was flying from Tulsa to Dallas, but my flight ended up getting delayed about 45 minutes. And I had only about an hour and 15-minute connection or so in Dallas, because usually Dallas connections, if you guys have any experience with them, are not bad at all. And you can usually make your connection within a reasonable amount of time. I've had multiple opportunities where I can make my connections within even 20 minutes at that. And considering how big terminals are, that's pretty impressive. So I thought that an hour 15 would be plenty. It rained, we got delayed 45 minutes, and literally this flight didn't get delayed very much at all. I think it held for a few minutes. It made a huge detour to get to Dallas, but it ended up getting to Dallas, and I literally got to the gate. Somehow my flight's parked in the same terminal, ironically Terminal D, which was really interesting because that's the international concourse for most of American Airlines' flights, and usually the domestic flights operate out of A and C. So thank goodness for the gate change on my Tulsa flight, because I think I was originally coming in C or A, and we ended up getting changed to D. We pulled into D, and Flagship Valor was down the line, and I made it to the flight on Group 6, which is crazy to think about. So maybe they changed it just for me, I don't know, but there was also a connecting passenger that about missed their Cancun flight out of the Tulsa flight, so maybe they tried to put all the flights into Terminal D for connecting passengers. I don't know, that's just a thought. I have no idea, to be honest, the Tulsa flight particularly, but who knows? It was something like that, but luckily it worked out. I was able to make the flight and get to fly this exact same aircraft. And now I have both of them, which is so cool. And let me bring in Mr. 1-400 counterpart. I had it over here because I'm about to do a model on my favorite video on my favorite models. Man, I can't talk. Let's just do this real quick. Absolute units, man. They look so good. I have a few examples like this where I have a 1-200 and a 1-400. Man, look at that. Really, really cool. They're both great iterations. I'm so glad to have both of them. Let's see if I can get to focus on a little bit both. There we go. Man, so clean. I'm so glad to have them. Man, they look fantastic together, and just really cool American Airlines livery with the blue sharklets and everything. This will always be a special aircraft to me. Certainly one of my long-time favorites for many years to come. Such a cool aircraft. This one was in mass unboxing 23, I believe. So if you'd like to check that out, 21 or 23, I think it was 23. But here's the 1-200. I'm so glad to have this one. It's going to look great with my collection of American Airlines aircraft as I continue to build that. It's actually my first American Airlines Airbus aircraft, which is really cool for 1-200, and I think it's going to be a great addition to that lineup. We'll also have some more 1-200 coming in the near future, so stay on the lookout for videos on those. But man, like I said, this is a very cool aircraft. I'd highly recommend it if you know anybody that's got the Medal of Honor, or have any affiliation to the Medal of Honor, or really just any interest in this in general, or have seen or flown the aircraft like myself. I don't have much affiliation to our branches outside of my grandfather was in the Navy, so that was pretty cool. Outside that, though, not any of my not like my mom or dad or anything. So still very cool though. It's very awesome to get to see this, and I'm really excited to see what the future is for American Airlines special liveries. We obviously have Stand Up to Cancer, we have Medal of Honor, we have all of these really cool ones. So I think they all look fantastic. Really glad to get to see this, and they all look really good, and I'm really glad to have this one in my collection. Really, really cool. 1-200 models are great. Highly recommend getting them if you're interested. But yeah, really cool model. I think I got this for a really good deal. I think it's like 70-80 bucks. It's honestly really worth the money, and I'm very impressed with the innovation they've had since the last A321 I got, which was that Neo. So really cool model, highly recommended. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think about the Medal of Honor and this aircraft in general? Please let me know in the comment section. I'd be very eager to hear it, but nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love what you do? My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.